Well, howdy. Howdy, boy.
You done?
I am.
All right.
And you gotta whisper a little bit. Whisper a little bit in my ear.
Sound like I'm calling a cat. Oh, a cat call. Can you tell us it's going to be a fun one?
Okay. This is gonna be totally different than our other videos.
Right. It'll probably be more of a war here than where there's been anywhere else, but we'll be all right.
There was a bug on me. Anyway, cop a squat, sit down, get yourself a drink, whatever, water, whatever you're going to do, just get a drink. Don't click off this video. If you're going to click anywhere, click to subscribe.
Yeah.
And then share it. Our topic tonight was online dating and does it work? And the reason behind it is that that's how Joe and I met.
Right.
So, and we were going back and forth on everything that we remembered after 3 years. So.
But we're old, so. Okay.
So anyway, you wanna fill us in?
Where you want to start?
I want to hear your version of how it went.
Just I had been through different dating sites, and like a lot of yous, all the same stories. The BS. The setups and whatever you may want to say about it. And I was about done, and I actually somebody hit my bank account for a lot of money. So I was at
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
So I was actually down in Virginia at my aunt's house because my uncle had brain cancer. So I was down there, and I went in because they told me to come in. It was during COVID. And he said, the bank manager said, come in my office, sit down, we're talking, we're going through different things. And we got to talking, and the other manager out front was kind of interested. And he said, would you like to meet her? I said, well, yeah, all right, I guess. He goes, hey, listen. He goes,
wait, who are you meeting?
I just stopped and talked to her and then left. Talked to her for like 3 minutes.
I didn't know this. Oh, well,
see,
now
yeah,
fill me in.
I'm sure you could tell some stories.
Oh,
So,
there.
I'm sure. So anyway, long story short, he's talking to me. He goes, I find a lot of dates on Facebook. I said, Facebook, really? He said, I've been on 2 or 3 different sites, and it's all bogus. I doubt probably 1% is legit, that they're truly looking for a relationship. All the rest are like, hey, I really like you. Hey, look at me. Let's get together. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Take me out to dinner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, spend some money on me and then.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And believe me, it's the other way around too with the guys. Most guys are only looking for one thing. Most, not all. So anyway, he goes, yeah, you should go on Facebook, man, and check it out, Then he goes into a story of he found this one woman on Facebook, and he stayed the weekend, and he goes, next thing I know, there's a tractor and trailer pulling up out front. And I go, really? He goes, yeah. He goes, a guy comes out of a truck with a 357 Magnum, and he's coming towards the door, and I'm saying, you got some trouble here. And she's going, my God, you got to get out of here. It's my husband. He goes, husband? He goes, you kidding me? He's and so he's heading out the back door, and the truck is blocking his vehicle from getting out of the driveway.
Oh, no.
So he gets in his vehicle, cuts across the front lawn. And as he's going down the road, he sees the guy run. They said it was just like a movie. He sees the guy run out into the road. And it was like a dirt road because they had like a big property he had to drive up in. And he goes, he's waving his arms and, and he goes, my God. He goes, but overall, he goes, I've had good experiences. And I'm saying to myself, well, I don't know about that one. Is it worth it to have 2 out of 3 that are good and then have the third one come, So is it worth it? I don't know. So anyway, I was about to give up, and I went on this anyway. And I'm going, I don't believe I'm doing this. And I happened to see Silver's picture come up. Cute as a button. What a sweetheart.
All right, can I before you go on with us meeting?
Yeah.
I gotta share my experiences.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I do. I went on. Well, actually, I didn't. My daughter's girlfriend said, "Ma, you got to go start dating again." I'm like, "Nah, what are you talking about?"
Right.
She said, "I'm going to put you online." I said, "No, you ain't." She said, yeah, I'm going to do it." I said, "No, you ain't neither. No, no." So she did it behind my back.
Right.
She went on my computer and she signed me up for,
I don't know if we should say the names. I probably shouldn't have said the other name.
Plenty of Fish.
No, you said the name.
I don't care.
POF, yes.
POF, yeah. So all of a sudden I'm sitting out in the back of the 3-season porch one night, and this thing popped up. I said, "What in God's name is this?" So I said, I ain't gonna give her name, but I said, "Come here, what is this?" She said, "Ooh, Ma, you got somebody who's interested in you." To make a long story short, there was several, I ain't even gonna call them gentlemen, several men who hit me up, and there was one that I dated for almost 4 years, but
Go ahead.
he turned out to be, they called him Plastic Man. Yeah, he has.
Don't go too far with that.
I'm not gonna say nothing, but I'm not gonna say anything. Anyway, I hightailed it out of there. And I said, "Okay, that's it. This is all bull crap. I'm not doing it. So, well, we had moved and everything like that, and my son was working all the time, and he left me alone by myself. So I'm laying in bed one night. I said, "Damn, I'm so damn bored." So I said, well, let me go back on that site again. And I went on, and sure enough, another one popped up. And again, seemed like a nice guy. And needless to say, he was the biggest cheater. Oh my Lord, he had 4 women. 4 women. And I was one of them. I was like, "Oh, hell no. Get away from me."
That dog.
Yeah, he was a dog. And I met his mother and everything. Yeah, I did. And he come pulling up in this big old red pickup truck and come out with cowboy boots and the cowboy. What a big persona he put on. I fell for it for a little while, huh? Till his mother told me, "Get away from him. He ain't no damn good. He ain't no damn good." Well, I found out he wasn't no damn good. So I said, "Oh, God, I'm done with this. I can go to the food store. I can go anywhere and meet somebody. I ain't got to meet somebody online." Well, again, now we're over here in this new house. And I got, it was late at night again. Don't let me stay up late because I'll get into trouble. And I'm looking at my computer. I said, "Oh, to hell with it. Let me go back on just to see what's going on." Well, I met another man, and he seemed like he was really genuine.
Mm-hmm.
He did at first, and he got a good job, and very well spoken, and seemed like he was an altar boy. I don't know if that's the truth anymore. So, I don't meet people right away. No. So we talked, I guess, about a month or so. And I kept on telling my girlfriend, I don't know, there's something about him there's something that's not right. I feel it. I feel it in the pit of my stomach.
She's not talking about me.
No, well, you're still here.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So, so anyway, I met him, and we met at a place out in the open, and I mean, we did have a good time, but I still had that pit in my stomach feeling. And I kept on saying to her, Eileen, there's something not right. There's something not right. I'm telling you, there's something ain't right. I feel it in my belly. So, me being a detective that I am, I started scrolling his Facebook and stuff like that. And I remember coming across, well, I'm not going to tell anymore because they'll know who it is. But put it this way.
He already knows who he is.
Oh, I don't give a shit. Oh, excuse my language.
Nah, it's okay.
But anyway, we did have a great time. But he lied. He lied. If it was raining out, he'd say, "What a sunny, beautiful day," and I'd be looking like, "What eyes are you looking from?" So that being said, that one, go. I'm out. I'm done with you. Then I was done. I had me a nice, beautiful, full-size bed out. I'm going to get me a twin-size bed.
And I ruined everything.
Hush your mouth for a second. Just truth. So
Really?
I was ready to move my queen-size bed, just throw it out and get me a twin-size bed. Me and my dog can sleep in, and that'd be fine. So, again, my son left me alone by myself, and I was bored. So I was on Facebook talking to my friends and my family down south, and I seen this little, oh, there's a bug.
Yes.
Ooh. Oh, it's a lightning bug.
Jesus.
Oh, all right. anyway,
Well,
I seen this little heart, and I never seen it on Facebook before. I said, "What's that?" So I hit it. I said, "It's dating." So I put all my information down on it, and I don't know exactly, can't remember like how far into the Facebook dating it was. But anyway, Joe says that he messaged me first, which I don't know. You know what? I'm going to shut my mouth right now, but I'll let him take it over. And this is how me and Joe met. So just to fill you in, I didn't get rid of my queen size bed.
no,
I kept it,
she did.
and I put beautiful little pillows and everything, and
It was just so adorable.
it was just the cutest thing ever. Prettiest room I ever had. But go ahead.
Well, at least it wasn't leather and whips.
Oh. Oh.
What?
What? All right, so go on.
So anyway, I messaged her and said that I really like your pictures. I think you're cute. If you're interested, write me back. Oh man, I was like, I don't know, maybe a day. If
I don't
that.
know. I don't
Maybe
know.
like a day. I got a message. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Really? I'm on all those big shot sites, all these people playing games and
Oh, sorry.
all these people playing games and nothing but lies and, just to try to get what they want. And I'm like, man, do I write her back? Did I make a mistake and do this? Or do I write her back? I didn't know you.
I didn't know you neither.
Do I write her back or do I just let it go? I mean, I had already been 10 years single.
I can't say that.
I was fixed and I was already 10 years single and set my ways. And I'm going, did I make a mistake here? But I really wanted to be with somebody. I want to end, not to be morbid, I don't mean it that way, but I want to end my life being with somebody. I don't want to end up dying in a dang bed by myself, and have somebody that cares. And that's funny.
No, it ain't neither.
So anyway, I messaged her back. We were talking for a while, messaging, and all of a sudden she goes, I'm getting tired of this. Call me. Gives me her number. I'm like, no, that's what happened.
Okay, hold on. In my defense, I cannot stand to sit there and try to text her, or it just ain't. I gotta look somebody in their eyes. I gotta look and see what they're all about, because if you look somebody in their eyes, you'll know where they're coming from. So that being said, go ahead.
Oh, you done?
Uh-huh.
You sure?
Uh-huh.
All right. I let you talk.
Uh-huh.
Are you gonna let me talk?
Uh-huh.
All right. See where this goes.
Uh-uh.
Anyway. So I didn't say there was anything wrong with it.
Okay.
I called you, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
All right.
Yeah, you did.
Without hesitation.
Well,
Like, give me maybe 2 or 3 minutes. I'm like,
well, no, it actually, was it a phone call, or did we do that FaceTime?
No, that wasn't the first time.
Oh, Lord. I better shut my mouth. Go ahead.
So I called and she picked up. And matter of fact, I think you were coming back from
Crabbing.
no,
Maybe.
no
Fishing?
Walmart,
Oh.
and you had
well.
Tristan in the back. And I said, "Hey, how are you, sweetheart? Sweetheart." Only I call her sweetheart. I hear from the background. I'm like, "What?" She goes, "Yeah, that's my grandson." And she goes, "He says he calls me sweetheart." I'm like, "Oh, all right. I'm sorry." And cool little dude though. I'm like, all right, so whatever. So we're talking, and they get home, and from there on for like a week. And mind you, the job I do, I have to get up at 4:30 in the morning. I called her like 8 o'clock. What?
And 8 o'clock is like, nah, I'm just going to bed 4 o'clock in the morning.
So we're on and on, constantly laughing, constantly.
Gee, I wonder why.
And I'm like, wow. And she goes, well, you got to get to bed. You got to get to bed. Nah, I'm good.
5 hours later.
So 4:30 rolls around mighty early when you don't get to bed until like midnight or 1 o'clock. And so finally she says to me, well, why don't we, what's it called? The video?
FaceTime.
No, it wasn't FaceTime.
Yeah, that's what it is. FaceTime.
All right, FaceTime then. I'm going, okay. So she calls, I pick up, and I'm just like, obviously I was staring, all right, because she's going, what's the matter? You nervous? And, no, I didn't expect you to look like your picture. You know how that is? Sometimes you see a picture and then...
You said I look better than my picture.
Well, oh, you remember that part.
Oh, yes, I did.
So we'll go with that. So anyway, I was like stunned. I was like, wow, man, good looking woman, But she took it for, oh, you're just so infatuated,
No, that ain't the truth neither. He said, you got the most beautiful eyes I have ever seen.
She does. If you look into her eyes, man, they change.
Silver. They change. Blue and then silver. Steel. Yeah, he says I got steel eyes.
So
they stole them.
Anyway, that's the shortest time we talked, because I was like, I couldn't get a lot of the words out because I couldn't get over how beautiful she was. And she's like, nah, that's the feeling you get. She's like, yeah, I
did not. That ain't here lying.
But
that is like a rug.
That is the shortest amount of time that we spoke since we had been speaking, and it was during COVID. So I don't know, what was it, 3-4 weeks? You kept putting me off and putting me off and putting me off. I
wanted to make sure that like I don't know, like everything was perfect. Like, me, I'm like,
now
everything has to be perfect.
Yeah.
But that being said, let me back him up a bit. We did FaceTime, and we spoke for all of maybe 5 minutes. I guess about 5 minutes. Then next thing I know, I'm staring at
I didn't realize it.
I'm staring at a damn light, and the whole conversation, I see a light in my face, and he's gone. But I hear him talking. I said, "Where are you?" And then I thought, well, I don't know. Well, maybe he just don't like looking at me, or I don't know, or whatever. But so it was weird. It was really weird. Like, I'm looking at a light, like, am I being interrogated here or something? So anyway, go ahead.
So anyway, I lived in a shoebox. I lived on my own, so I lived in a shoebox, and I basically sat at my kitchen table for whatever I did. And she goes, "Where are you sitting?" I sat at my kitchen table. The kitchen table? I guess she thought maybe I had like a lounge chair or something. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going, yeah. So let me tell you something. Sitting in the captain's chair for 4 hours, 5 hours, dude, don't work. All right. But I struggled through it though. So anyway, after about 3 weeks,
You said to me, "Where are you?" I said, "I'm laying in bed with my feet cocked up."
she did. She definitely did. So we started talking in May.
Yeah.
May or June? No, May, because our anniversary is the 5th.
June 5th
Right.
was when we actually met.
Matt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we started talking in May, and then in June we met. And
He had to coax a lot. Because, like, I wanted everything perfect. Like,
I had to what?
coax me. Like, you kept on. You were like, I got to meet you. And I'm like, good Lord, hold on.
And
Just hold on a minute.
And it wasn't that type of thing. I knew she had an ex-boyfriend, and I know how that works sometimes. Okay. And I know if they hit trigger words, sometimes it turns the person back around. So I wanted to meet her before something like that happened. That's the reason I pushed it. Of course, I wanted to meet her, but that's the reason I pushed it. Because I felt if he had a chance to get back, that would have been the end of it. So that's why I did that. But it took like 3 weeks, you know. I didn't know. I did not get down and beg.
No, he didn't beg neither. No, he did not.
And I told her the reasons why I was pushing to meet her. And so anyway, we hit it off the first time we met. I mean, we definitely hit it off on the phone. I mean, when I tell you we did nothing but laugh, man, I'm telling you, I'm serious. We laughed. That's basically all we did. But
I did. I'll tell you right. I did forewarn him. I said, "Now listen, I'm going to be dead honest with you," which I am. I'm dead honest. Sometimes I'm too honest, because what comes here comes out here. I don't mean to hurt nobody, but don't ask me if your butt looks fat in a pair of pants, because I'm going to tell you the truth. But I did forewarn him. I said, "Before you meet me now, you better get yourself a paper and a pen, pencil, with an eraser." Because I said, once you meet me, you got your hands full. And I did forewarn you, did I or did I not?
Yeah.
I told you get a notebook.
Notebook.
I said, you get yourself a notebook and you get yourself a pencil with a big eraser on it. I said, because you don't know who you're meeting here. And I was dead honest with him.
But the thing was, we were upfront and honest about everything we were looking for. There was no lies, no hidden agendas.
No.
And if it had happened that where we were looking for something different, and then so be it. Nice meeting you. You know, maybe we'll keep in touch as friends or whatever. And that would have been the end of it. You know, this thing of these people BSing another one because they're specifically looking for something.
That. Just what? We got past that.
What?
So anyway, it come time that he was coming to my house. I made him the biggest dinner. I didn't know he was a diabetic either. I made a big old, what was it, chocolate cake?
Yeah.
Was it with coconut in it? And
something like that.
Yeah, because I can make me some mean cakes. We had I don't even what was our first dinner I
I
made
actually
you?
think it was chicken and dumplings.
Oh yeah, some chicken and some dumplings and some country fried green beans. Good Lord, oh my goodness. And a big old chocolate cake.
Yep.
And I thought, if he don't like this, he ain't gonna like me. So, but he loved it. He did. He loved it a lot.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. And here it is. June 5th was 3 years, and we're still going strong. We do cuss each other out every now and then.
Who cusses who out?
I cuss you out,
Who
I
lets
do.
you cuss me out?
huh?
Who lets you cuss me out?
You just shake your head at me and laugh at me, which makes me madder, and then you laugh a little bit more. But
Excuse me.
so I think, in the scheme of things, online dating, if you're careful,
Right.
and you weed through all the turds,
It'll take a while.
yeah, you're gonna have a clean bowl at the end of the rainbow.
Well, that's one way of putting it, I guess. Alrighty then.
Well, no. Okay. Well, you got to dig through a lot of rocks to find a diamond.
Right.
And I think that we hit it off pretty well. We worked pretty well. He was stubborn at first, and I am very stubborn. I am as stubborn as a mule. That's who I am. I'm a Leo. I'm hard-headed. But if I'm wrong, I'll let you know I'm wrong. Yes, I will. Oh, don't you. Ouch. Don't say that. Yes, I do. I apologize when I'm wrong. I might be chewing on it, but I apologize. But so with online dating, I would say
You really, really got to look into the situation. Don't just jump, because you don't know who's up front with you and who's not.
oh, ain't that truth? Amen to that.
So, just be careful.
Yeah, especially, I don't know if I would do it nowadays.
No.
I don't think so, not nowadays, unless I seen your picture up there again. Ooh, Lord have mercy.
Okay.
Oof. I seen his picture, and I went back and I looked at it again, and I looked at it again, and
What?
you rolled your eyes at me because I moved it because you hit the table.
Okay.
So, but no. And then when I met him, and I was like, oh Lord, have mercy! Look at the size of his chest. He had me hook, line, and sinker.
Look at the size of my gut now.
Well, he was as big as he is.
Not even
now.
close.
No, he was. Or you came around me.
Yeah.
He wasn't as big, and neither one of us was. Neither one, and that's for another video. But no, he was what size, like 38
No.
or 36?
No.
What?
32.
You were 32?
Yes.
He was shaped like a V, and he's the same. Well, no, you're a little bit taller. I'm 5'2". You're what?
5'4".
5'4". But he has such a big presence that, like, he's bigger than he seems. Like, and to this day, 3 years later, I'm still watching him walk away from me.
Because she's saying, man, I hope he doesn't come back.
That's a lie. That's a damn lie. But no, and I don't know. It just works.
Yeah.
It works. So, and it's still working.
Don't settle. Okay?
Never settle.
Yeah, I understand. Believe me. Like
Loneliness rots.
right, but don't settle, because it's better off doing whatever alone than being in a relationship you can't stand. All right, and
Right.
I get it. Like I said, I was single for 10 years. I get it, but don't just settle. It's not good.
Something is not always better than nothing. I
Right.
always say.
Agreeable.
I always say that.
Yeah.
With that, we're going to let you go and I hope you didn't click off this video. And if you didn't, I hope you subscribe.
And if they did, you're talking to nobody.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So they wouldn't have known if I'm talking to them or not anyway, would they?
No.
No, they won't. That wasn't smart, was it?
Well,
I don't know. Anyway, please like and subscribe.
right.
We are trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, and I'm sure with any online, what do you call this, forum, after a certain amount of subscribers, outside of becoming maybe good friends with the ones that we are subscribed to, YouTube monetizes you.
Right.
And at our age, once we hit Social Security disability or Social Security, was it Social Security? I don't know what it is. What do you get at 60? Was it
67 now. She had to just bring it up. I thought it was returned at 65. No, 67.
You're right. So I figured by the time, well, he's a little bit older than me. So by the time I hit 67, hopefully we ain't got to worry about it. And
Right.
all we got to do is sit in the back and put out our videos and drool on each other and share it with you. But anyway, please help us hit 1,000. All right, we're working hard, and hopefully you'll be learning stuff as we go along. Hopefully we'll be cracking you up with our stupid, silly stories.
And if you got anything to talk about, good or bad, with the online dating, hit us up.
Oh yeah,
Let
I'd
us
love
know.
to know. Oh,
Yeah.
shoo! I'd stop everything. I'd grab me a cup of coffee and I'd sit down. I'd love to read.
Joe, come here. Look at that.
Joe, look, this one did this. Oh my lord! Look what this one done. Oh, that would just tickle me to death. Oh.
I mean, I'd rather hear.
Success.
Yeah, but I mean, either way, horror stories. Not believe me, we have our own, as you've heard a little bit. But yeah, let us know. That would be cool.
Or how you met. I'd like to know how you met.
Right.
And how, if you're still together, or how your relationships went. How do you make a relationship work? Who's gonna give in first?
Sometimes it's just you just gotta let things roll sometimes, and
Don't sweat the small stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that would be really interesting. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear these stories. I'm getting excited just thinking about it.
Right.
But with that being said, we won't keep you no more. I hope you have a great night, because it's getting really dark out here and the bugs are biting me. I already got bit by a skeeter one time.
Blue bug?
No, it was a damn skeeter.
Really?
Yeah.
You can't follow up into that?
Oh.
Jesus. 3 years, and you think she would know something by now about how I talk and what I mean, and oh my god, it just pulled a bug out of my hair.
Oh, let me take it out.
Yeah. Oh, real quick, here's a real quick one. I was over a friend's house, and Sherry and I have been together for maybe 3 weeks, and we were talking, and Sherry called me, and I'm going, guys, you want to talk to Sherry? Yeah. And she goes, how you doing? Da, 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 so on. I'm going,
Don't you dare.
oh, well, it's coming out.
Don't
I
you
said,
dare.
dude,
Oh.
who's she sound like? He goes, Fran Drescher. I was,
You know
there
what?
you go, bingo.
No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't.
It was sweet. It was really sweet.
So that
What?
I don't sound like Fran Drescher or what. I don't even know how to say it. No, I don't.
The nanny.
The nanny. I don't think so. Anyway, let's go. I'm out of here.
All right.
Have a good night.
Y'all have
Be
a good night.
safe. Watch your surroundings, because it's really crazy out there. beware of everything that's going on. If you got to go somewhere, grab your old man and take him with you, because he's only going to be there when you get home.
That was real sweet of you.
He can.
Only going to be there when you get home.
He's going to be there no matter what.
But now listen, if you're still looking, good luck in your search. I hope you find somebody you really
I hope so
care about,
too.
and they care about you. And
Yes.
um,
You never know how long you're going to be on this earth.
the best of luck with your search.
Yes. But please be safe out there. And bring your old man along. You can carry the bags in. Why do you tell him? I got to go to the bathroom and shoot in the house. But we'll talk to you soon. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great night. Be asleep. Baby.
Be safe.
Be safe. And we'll talk to you soon.
Have a good night.
All right. Bye.